back to another episode of my Tulane Green Wave Dynasty. We're going to be taking on the South Alabama Jaguars here in week 2 of year 3. Of course, our Green Wave are coming off of an exciting last second victory thanks to I'm going to say Celesi instead of Celesi, Celesi Chin touchdown pass. Really good day for the true freshman. 3 total touchdowns, did throw a pick six, but a 28-yard scramble was a big score. And then, of course, finding Blake Gunter for a touchdown up the seam with like 2 seconds left in the game was excellent. We struggled to run the ball, but Eric Browning at least showed that he can be a viable pass catcher out of the backfield. Alec Eilmanor, of course, was really good. Another true freshman, Trey Bueno, got involved. A lot of young players on the defensive side. A couple of our big players were Maxwell Jordan, a redshirt freshman. It's a free safety starting at strong safety. And then you had Jeremiah Jolly as well, another redshirt freshman from the same class. He had a fumble recovery. Maxwell Jordan had the fumble forced on that play. Had a really good day overall. Got 2 sacks, including the Defensive Player of the Year in 2025, Quincy Wiggins, getting a sack and a half. Then you had an Elijah Kilgo interception as well off of Malik Murphy. So got to get the run game going. Browning only averaging 2.3 yards a carry. Chin sacks kind of affect his numbers, certainly. And I think we have an opportunity to do so. So we're taking on South Alabama. They played us really tough last year out of the Sun Belt. Lost to Arkansas in week 1 by 3 points. Definitely a little bit of a step down in comparison to the Duke team that we just played. But I definitely think that there's some talent here. And it all starts with Bishop Davenport back as a starting quarterback for the Jags. Had a pretty solid game against us last year. Is a solid athlete, not really overly fast for a scrambler type, but showed some progress last year as a passer. Did turn the ball over a little too much, but can beat you with his legs, and he's got a pretty good arm, especially in the short to intermediate area. Accuracy can wane a little bit deep, but good throw on the run. He's got 99 break sacks, so that could certainly be a problem. Running back, they got 3 main guys here in Jarvis Durr, P.J. Martin, and Winston Malone. And then at wide receiver, Anthony Eager, Daquan Samuel, Bobby Purdue, Carlos Bennett, and Jared Butler Baker round out their top 5. Trent Thomas gives them a good option here at tight end. Left tackle, one of the best left tackles in the entire country, Ethan Hubbard. They got James Haslam at left guard, pretty solid player there. Got Malachi Preciado at center, really good player. John Ward's a solid right guard, and James Nagy, who is currently listed as the right tackle, but I would personally guess that it's actually going to be Keontae Wooten that is starting at right tackle. So pretty good offensive line. Jordan Norman, Achilles Woods at left end. Really good player here, Nathan Jennings at right end with Randall Wild behind him. Then you got Josh Thurman, R.J. Moss, Ed Smith. There's your top 3 defensive tackles. So a pretty solid defensive line, but I think it's something that we're going to have more success on the ground than we did in week 1. Got Cordell Sylvester, Chad Goreji. So 3 really bad left outside linebackers here. Don't know how much any of those guys are going to play because they have James Calhoun and Glenn Fisher here at middle linebacker. And then 3 better right outside linebackers. So certainly would not expect really any of those guys to play. But not great athletes. I think that's something maybe Browning can have some success in the passing game if we can get him matched up there. Pretty decent cornerbacks here, as you have Josh Bledsoe, Jordan Buchanan, Darrell Cox, and Duke Gossett. All these guys have pretty good size. Gossett is extremely slow. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on him. He is more of like a linebacker speed. So that'll be something to watch out for. See if we can maybe match up like a Bueno, with 99 speed against 79. That could definitely be a major mismatch. Safety, they have Wesley Miller and Cordell Hood, and then Tremel States-Jones and Tevin McQueen. Solid kicker in DeBoyan, and Zach Willingham at punter. I think we're going to have success in this game, but definitely interested to get it going. We're ranked number 13. coming back home, and let's see if we can take down the Jags. Let me do this right quick. We can do it live with you guys. Let's do some red shirting. Try to do this. Then we will redshirt, at least try to redshirt Finnerty. I really think with how week 1 went, if I cannot really get Browning going, as a runner, may try a little bit more Honor Barnes, but certainly watching out for Finnerty with his speed, that power back role. Maybe he is somebody that ends up getting a lot more playing time than I expected him this year. Wide receiver, try to get Muhammad there. Nobody there. Let's see. Might as well try to do all these offensive linemen that we can. It is going really slow for some reason. Man, that guard, he is going to be a monster. Martin Cola, 76 overall, true freshman. Should develop fairly well for us down the line anyway. Burnett, I think it's going to be a stud. We'll let all those guys play. Gossett, we'll try to redshirt him. Kilgo is certainly going to play. See about maybe redshirting Washington this year. Ficken for sure. And then Pascal here. So, yeah, we're ready to get underway, though. And let's see if our Tulane Green Wave can keep things going. We've now won, I think it's 16 straight regular season games. We've got a talent advantage here over South Alabama. Let's see if we can keep the out-of-conference play working. We'll just go with the base uniforms for both of these teams. And, yeah, let's get it rolling. We'll be taking this game on in New Orleans. Hopefully we see some Mardi Gras beads come out. We see Tulane put up a dominant performance. Maybe get a look at a Ciante Petway just as a backup quarterback. Maybe try to get him some snaps. But as of right now, this is Celeste Chen's offense and a 3-touchdown debut for number 6 has got us inspiring some hope for the future here, as this is a new chapter for Tulane. We had the season preview a couple episodes ago, went through the offseason, the episode before that. A lot of changes with Tulane this year. And I think this is one of the first real years of true transition. We will see how that ends up playing out, as it will be a touchback to start things off. And again, we see true freshman Celeste Chen. Let's see how these guys want to get things started. They will come out with a 2 tight end set. Again, they do like Myrtle, the number 2 tight end. I think shows some explosiveness. The first carry goes to Browning, actually delivers a blow there. Myrick on the tackle. Does get a gain of 4. Now go 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Shaz Preston this time goes in motion. He gets the touch pass, tries to bounce that one up the field. Ends up just getting a gain of 2, and it will be a very, very quick 3rd and 4 here for Tulane. They struggled to run the ball last week, and they're going to come out empty here. Start off. Go over the middle to Gunter, catches it, but falls short. Tulane is going to have to punt to start things off. Hunter maybe could have tried to run that one a little bit more, as Carroll's kick is away. South Alabama forces a quick 3 and out, and then they get a couple of broken tackles here. On just 3 broken tackles on the punt return. Really nice play there for number 11. Now, see if the Tulane defense can get themselves a stop as well. Crowd is certainly a little fired up here. Will be a play action to start things off, and a really nice play there by Jeremiah Jolly, tipping that football away. Got up for that one. Of course, we'll see Woodyard Jr. is out here with Mekhi Smith. Those are the base defense linebackers. Jeremiah Jolly able to at least slow down the tight end there, as Davenport gets a completion underneath. Just went 11 for 27 in his last game, but did throw 2 touchdowns. Tight end and 3 wide receivers on the field. Davenport sends his tight end in motion. Probably going to be a run play here, and it is a read option, but Jeremiah Jolly makes all 3 plays there and gets the stop. Turns Davenport upside down slightly there and is able to allow Tulane to get off the field. They get a really good punt there. Does Alabama from Willingham. Let's see how Tulane ends up attacking here. They're going to come out with a 2 tight end pistol set. Looks like a lot of defenders over to the left side. It's going to be a handoff to Browning. He's got enough speed to get to the outside. One of the best runs of the early season for him. So Browning is a really good receiving back. But, you know, the jury is still out as to how well he'll actually be as a true runner. Certainly have to see how he ends up working around that, as we have Eberly in the backfield trying to throw a little screen there. That one is knocked away. Excellent play there by the defensive back. Tried to get that over to Alec Manor. Now Chin comes out, stack over to his, a bunch over to his right. Sorry, kind of twisting up the words here. Chin takes the snap. He'll dump this over to Preston, and Preston's got some room to run. He's getting that all the way up to the 13. Where's Bueno at? I wonder if me doing the red shirts kind of flipped the depth chart a little bit, and it looks like that it did for whatever reason. So we want Bueno acting as the number 2. And we want Preston operating out of the slot. Bueno, of course, a true freshman, very involved in week 1, didn't create any big splash plays, but certainly think there's plenty of upside for him. And Everly is currently, looks like he is like our operating as our 3rd down back. We don't have an injury to Browning. Sorry about this, guys. It's not really sure. Because Eberly's, I mean, I'm even trying to redshirt him. I don't want him taking any snaps at all. So let me try to get, I'll have to get some of this stuff straight beyond this, but Eberly's out there. Let's see if we can get him a touch here on the screen, and he does catch it. Gets up the field and gets the first down. Eberly was actually a redshirt freshman from last year. I'm sorry, I'm confusing him with the other tailback that we brought in this class. Now we got Browning back out there. Come out with this punch set again. Chin tries to, ends up dropping it off to Browning. It's a 3-yard catch there. Still going 3 wide, and Preston at least like he's taking a bit of a break. Chin gets it. It's going to try to dump this one quick. That one's knocked away. Try to get that over to Gunter. Knocked away. 3rd and 7. See if they can maybe create a big play here. Kind of pressing the wide receiver. Chin drop back, take the snap. He's going to get hit. Try to get that over to Manor. Falls incomplete though, and Tulane ends up having to punt it away again. Not a great offensive possession there. That was kind of what we saw in week 1 against Duke, is the offense that's been so good the last 2 years on 3rd down is off to a really slow start, but they were money on 4th down, particularly on that last drive. I have to see if they can make some adjustments. Pretty good run there for South Alabama to get things going. Along with a 6-yard run. Davenport now 2 backs in the backfield with him. It's going to be a play action. Going to try to throw that one wide, and he just drops it. Had his man out there. Plenty good pass from Davenport. That one should have absolutely been caught. Now we have Ague out here. Chris Rogers in coverage, and that's going to be a sack. Ashley Williams Jr. comes out and makes a big play there. A transfer from this offseason. Gets a sack, makes his impact felt here. South Alabama's having to punt it away for the 2nd time now as well. But these offenses, kind of like last week, off to slow starts. Bueno Back to catch it, cannot get anything going there. Now we are right back to Tulane being on offense, and they go 4 wide receivers to start things off. Chin takes the snap, tries to immediately get that to Browning. Browning cannot break the tackle. It's a short 2-yard completion. Okay, now they stick in that same formation. It's going to be a direct snap to Browning. Gets good blocks there. It's a gain of 6. So certainly having more success on the ground to start off this week than they did last week. Let's see if Chin find a way to get 3rd down conversion here. He takes the snap. We'll throw this one over to Preston, and that is a 1st down for Tulane. Stick with that 4 wide spread receiver look. Chin's going to take this option. He's just going to take it up the middle himself and ends up getting a gain of 7 out of that. I think utilizing Chin's athleticism is going to be something they are going to have to get used to. Did it some. Did certainly do it some with Thompson, but not as much as I think you can with Chins. He takes the snap, going to get this up the field to Preston, who splits the seam. Gets a big 1st down completion there down to the 11. Number 4 has been active thus far. Now quickly have come out. Chin drops back. He's going to take his snap. Going to dump this underneath to Bueno, who takes it inside the 5 down at the 3. This is the part of the field you really need to be able to run the football. Let's go. Preston comes in motion. Going to be a toss out to Browning. Browning's got a little bit of speed, and Browning gets his first career touchdown on the fake jet pass. Toss out to him. Number 3 goes for 6. And Tulane is on the board first here. Had to utilize a little trickery there, but it does do just enough to give Browning room on the left, around the left side. Shows off just enough burst to get around. He gets into the end zone. Oh no. And absolutely a horrific kick there from Helmke, as he bombs that way over to the left, and that's the first missed extra point of the season for him. Tulane's score remains up 6-0. Guys quickly brought down. The Jags will take it over here at the 17. Davenport comes out with a tight end, 3 wide receivers, most of them being over to the left side. This is going to be a run. Ague makes a really nice tackle there in the open field, just a gain of 1. Jarvis Durr's first carry of the game. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Tulane up 6-0. They did score a touchdown. A missed extra point keeps us here, though. But so far, the defense is looking really good and just put together a really strong drive with a 3rd down conversion. Eric Browning gets on the board for the first time in his career. The Jags come out 3 wide set, tight end to the left side. Durr beside Davenport. Just going to be a really tight throw over there. Alton Smith in coverage. Ends up just falling to his feet. Now a 3rd and 11. Jags so far have not shown that they can really throw the ball with any consistency, but he is able to make a play on that. Chris Rogers had a chance to maybe tackle him short, but Davenport shows off his athleticism, makes a play there. Empty set. Might be an opportunity for him to maybe run a draw, but they do not. Tries to throw that in a tight spot, and what a throw. Able to get that just over the shoulder of Ivory. Gets a 1st down out of it. See what they do here now. Looks like he's going to try to scramble again, and he does. Takes a nice shot there, but it's a gain of 7 on that one. U is playing a lot right now, so I wonder. I wish I'd have done the redshirted thing earlier, because I think it's messing with quite a bit of my stuff here. So we want Kilgo operating there, Chris Rogers there, rush ends I want that to be Olsen, that to be Wiggins, and I want Williams operating as the backup in both those spots. I'll correct all this stuff moving forward. It's just going to be a handoff. Let me get the first down. Malone. Getting some action there. Now we have Durr that's back out there with Davenport. 3 wide receivers. Looks like they're utilizing their running backs in a bunch of different ways here too. Play action. Throws that. He ends up underneath the guy just kind of running the crossing route there. Trent Thomas, tight end on the catch. Might be a time for them to take a shot. We get a flag on the play, and it is going to be on Tulane, it looks like. Yes, Mike Ferrier, the true freshman, gets called for that. Now it is 1st and 10. So that was a first down. They see the penalty. Tried to throw that way over to the left side. I thought Smith might be able to jump that, but does not quite get over there. Now 2nd and inches at the 2-yard. Tulane looking to get a defensive stop here. It'll be a toss way out to the right side, and he does get stopped there eventually. Woodyard able to fly around, makes it a 3rd and inches now. It's going to be just an RPO, and it ends up being a run, and South Alabama gets back on the scoreboard here. Nice run there around the right side. I am not hearing much sound on my end. Let me boost up this volume just a tad. Crowd volume. Yeah, let's turn that back up a little bit. We'll turn up the stadium speakers up just a little bit. Not hearing much right now for whatever reason. South Alabama now looking to take their first lead of the game. Their extra point is up, and it is good. 7-6. So South Alabama just put together a 10-play, 74-yard drive. Really, really impressive there overall. See now at Tulane with Walters. He can create a play. He cannot. And they come out with a 2 tight end pistol set here. Chin drops back. He's going to take the snap. He's got his tight end Myrtle wide open. They like what Myrtle brings to the table. I think he's a good enough athlete. Maybe he's a guy that they make kind of the focal point of their tight end passing game, which has not been a big part of it. Bowman certainly made some plays last year. If they stick with this 2 tight end set, it's going to be a counter play to Browning. Gets a little bit of room there. Gets a gain of 2. Now back to the shotgun, 3 wide set. Chin takes the snap and get this out to Myrtle, and he's got a lot of room to run and enough speed. He gets up to the Jaguars 44. Able to make a play there. Chin's been really good again. Off to a very good start to his college career. Chin drops back and tries to throw the screen. Does get completed, but Browning kind of gets wrapped up there. Ends up being a 6-yard loss. Really puts them in a bad spot now. See if they can maybe take advantage. Make a play here. Chin. He's going to try to throw it away, but he's going to take a 10-yard sack. Sets up a 3rd and 26. Essentially have to just give up on this drive at this point. See what they decide to do. Chin takes the snap. Dumps it underneath to Browning. Can he get enough of a block? He cannot. Short gain there. Tulane's going to have to punt it away again. Big time sack. Guy just came through clean. Nothing really for Chin to do there. So a bad screen to start things off. Good defense from the Jaguars with the sack on second down. Not really a whole lot for Tulane. They were not going to press the ball down the field there. It'll be an inside carry. Kilgo on the tackle. There's a gain of 6 though. Durr had plenty of room there to burst. Davenport, it's a handoff way to the right side. Lewis makes a really nice play there from the slot corner spot. Jaden Lewis as a junior, really developing as a leader on this defense. See if that continues, but it is a 3rd and 5, 3 wide receivers and a tight end on the field. And they just get themselves into a good spot. That is a wide open throw to Thomas. He gets way down the field. Heck of a throw there from Davenport. Had Jeremiah Jolly on him, and the redshirt freshman ended up being in a bad position. One of the first real negative plays for him of his career. It's early, of course. Ends up being a play action pass, and Chris Rogers has him, is unable to get him, but Elijah Kilgo does eventually get the sack there. Davenport breaking the tackle of Rogers. Thankfully, Kilgo was able to wrap him up before he was able to extend that play anymore. They sent a lot of pressure there, which of course creates voids. That one's down the field, knocked away. Alton Smith still without an interception in his career, but he is knocking passes away just like he did all of last year. Davenport, it's a 3rd and 19. They're going to try to set up the screen. Over to Durr, who does get wrapped up, sets up a 4th and 11 now. I think that's something else I got to change. Don't have Maxwell Jordan there at the strong safety spot. And the red shirts really messed me up here. So I believe that was Palmer on the tackle. It was. Okay. 4th and 11, they are out here trying to kick a field goal. Tulane's going to call a timeout. Should have done that before. Letting them run down that much clock. See if Magruder can maybe come off the edge here. Get the block. Cannot, and that kick is up, and it is good. South Alabama currently up 4. A minute 15 seconds left. We have seen 0 completions, I believe, to Alec Ilemanor. South Alabama doing a good job of controlling clock so far. So now let's see what Tulane can maybe create right here. Chin comes out in the empty. Takes the snap. He's going to get that up the field to Gunter, and he has got room to run. He gets brought down. Maintain this empty. Big play there for Chin. Drop back, take it. Get this to Ilemanor, who does get up the field. Tulane trying to work. Still got some time in the empty. Chin gonna drop back. He's gonna try to drop this one in the bucket to Ilemanor, but overthrows him just a little bit. He missed that throw at the end of the last game, thankfully, because it would have been a game-winning touchdown. Thankfully, we were able to strike and let the next play for the win. Something to watch out for. Gets that over to Ilemanor. Big time catch there. Really good throw from Chin as he gets rocked on that play. This empty set right now is really working. Chin just barely able to get that pass off. That's going to be Ilemanor up the field, and he is going to score. He just said heading into that drive that Alec Ilemanor had not gotten a catch. He just made up for it on that drive, and Tulane strikes quickly here before the half. Chin just easy peasy down to Ilemanor up the seam. Helmke makes the extra point this time. Tulane now back up on top. It's a 3-point lead. Getting ready now for halftime. It's going to be a pass over the middle. There's nobody covering him. Looked like the corner got caught sleeping as South Alabama scores immediately. What a play there for South Alabama, striking quickly. To be honest, I was trying to answer a text message on my phone and realized I was covering the cornerback. He ended up just running a streak on that play, and it worked to perfection. So, Tulane now back down by 4. Hopefully that play does not come back to bite us in a loss. Bueno can't create anything there. Let's see. Like to create something down the field for him. I think would be the best situation. They are playing prevent defense. Gonna back it up. Chin 4 wide, takes the snap, gets it over to Manor. Gets tackled. Okay, Tulane calls a timeout. Chin is over 200 yards passing here in the first half. Let's just see if we can. See if maybe he just gets free. Chin, play action. Just ends up being a bad pass. That's going to be pass interference maybe on the defense. Let's see. Legal touching on Bueno. Okay, so we'll go into halftime down 17-13. Okay, so Bueno gets bullied a little bit whenever he's actually in press coverage. So that's something for us to pay attention to. Maybe he's not as ready as I was hoping for to kind of fill that Mario Williams role. So far, we have not really been able to take any shots to him down the field. You see, both these passing offenses have been really good. The unfortunate play there at the end, cornerback just not paying attention, leads to a South Alabama big touchdown after Alec Manor had re-given Tulane the lead. Now, second half, Tulane's got to keep doing a pretty good job of stopping the run. Got to stop the big plays in this passing game. Got to wrap up Davenport, but that 99 break sack is certainly a weapon for them. It got to be better on offense. That is for sure. It goes way out wide, able to stretch it. Chris Rogers there on the tackle in the backfield. A 2-yard loss there for Malone. 3 wide look here again. Feel like it's a run, and it is. Davenport gets a little bit better room there. Does get brought down by Hamilton and Jordan. 3rd and 6. Certainly a good spot here for the Tulane defense. Davenport takes the snap. Tries to go underneath. He gets the completion. Rogers with a big hit there. But Eager with the first down. 2 players in the backfield now with Davenport. It's actually going to be a pass over in the open field. Mekhi Williams not speedy enough to stick with Durr there on that play. A good overall play call there. You end up getting the non-sub linebackers out there with that package. And then able to get him lined up. It'll be a carry to Durr. Quincy Wiggins, one of the guys that wrapped him up there. So Durr starting to get going here a little bit. 5-yard run. Let's see. It's going to be another carry to him. Created a big gaping hole. Going to be a first down. Linebackers are maybe running over a little bit too much on the spot. Durr been able to cut it back up. This time they more stay, and this time he does get to the outside. Might be a hold though. Olsen knocks him down. And it does look like South Alabama's going to get this brought back. Is a hold. Looks like we're kind of getting the blitz here. Okay. So 1st and 17 now. Davenport 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Goes over to the left side. Smith's just a half second late on some of these throws. Maybe being borderline pick sixes, if not interceptions. He's been really good though. So take the good with the slightly less good, I guess. Underneath. Big hit from Kilgore. That one is caught, I believe, by Eager. See if we can get a stop here and force a DeBoyan field goal. 3rd and 8. It's just there's two guys running the little hitches. Can only cover one of them. It ends up being a big time 1st down for the Jags. It's going to be a run wrapped up in the backfield. Ivory off the edge. Essentially operating as the 4th cornerback on this team. 2nd and 13. The pull comes back across. Really nice play there. Ashley Williams and Hamilton there on the inside get the stop. So 3rd and 11. I'll throw this over to the left side. He drops it. Malone was the intended receiver. DeBoyan is out here trying to give South Alabama a 7-point lead. The kick is up, and it is good. All right. We've been in this spot before. Still got a 1.5 left. That'll be taken for a touchback. Put together a good drive here. See what they can do. 2 wide receiver set, 2 tight ends. Bueno sent in motion. 99 speed, as fast as anybody in college football. Tries to break the seam there. Ends up getting a 1st down. We'll have to try to just find ways to get him involved. He's too talented, too fast to not. Stack over to the left. We'll try to throw that over there. Preston cannot catch it. Now it's 2nd and 10. Browning in the backfield. It's a double stack set. They're just going to hand it off to Browning. Tries to get up the field. Nice carry there. A gain of 6 sets up a 3rd and manageable. Looks like they're pressing on the outside. Chin has got essentially a 2 read here on the left side. Drops it. Get that over. Oh, and a really nice play there as that is knocked away. I think they are going to be aggressive here. The defense is certainly starting to struggle a little bit. They're at least going to come out and look like they're going for this 4th down. Chin takes it. Going to get that over to Preston, and he drops it through contact. Chin put it right on Preston, one of the best receivers on this team, one of the best receivers in the conference. Ball's incomplete. Durr with a nice run there. Does get wrapped up by Williams, but it is a 6-yard run for him. I think at some point they have to get a little aggressive here. They are going to try to pass it. He throws that down the field. Almost could have been intercepted by Lewis. Instead, just fall harmlessly to the ground. It's a 3rd and 4. Yes, I think trying to get a little bit more aggressive, seeing if they can make a play. That one just goes underneath of Thomas. He does get the completion there for a 1st down. Tulane's in a bad spot. Offense is not in a fantastic spot, at least right now. That is just, they are just mauling Tulane defensive line right now too. Okay. Gotta be aggressive. Make them make plays on you. Well, they made that play. Got it down to the 1, but looks like there's going to be a hold on South Alabama. And it is. I don't know why this is kind of acting like this whenever there's a penalty. It does finally pop up. So that was on John Ward. It's going to set up now a 1st and 20. Could be the bailout that Tulane needs. They do run it here. Tries to stretch it out wide. Looks like there might be a penalty here again. Yes, there will be. Would be another hold. And again, it is slowing down. Okay. So back-to-back holes has now got them set up with a 1st and 28. So if we do not, at worst case, force a field goal here, then we have major problems. Going to dump this off to the left side. Durr brought down. And nothing there. Altus Smith on the tackle. 2nd and 28. This was going to be just a run. And Elijah Kilgo and Jeremiah Jolly with horrible angles, particularly from Jolly, have led to a monster Durr touchdown there. That one is tough. And that Tulane is in a really bad spot here. The kick is up. The kick is good. And it is now a 27-13 game. Bueno on the return tries to make a play, gets brought down. All right, 1st and 10. This is not great. Not great for Tulane. Chin drops back, takes the snap. Get this over to Myrtle. Gets the 1st down. Trying to utilize that tight end. See if he can maybe make some plays. 3 catches for 44 yards for him. It'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Tulane down 2 scores. So far have really had a hard time creating many explosive plays other than that touchdown drive at the end of the 1st half, but then a play where the quarterback was not paying attention ended up with South Alabama retaking the lead right before the half. Tulane got nothing out of that 3rd quarter scoring wise. Browning able to get a grab there. Yeah, Tulane's in a bad spot here. Down 2 scores, freshman quarterback. Try to get this over there to Browning. Browning does catch it. It's a gain of 4. They now go empty. Nobody really over Gunter there. Chin. Going to take a sack as nobody got open there, and it sets up a 3rd and 11 now. Got to at least get some of this back. Chin. Drop it. He's going to get essentially sacked again coming off the edge, and Tulane's going to have to punt it. Let's see. Carroll boots it away. Looking for a fair catch. How you give up a touchdown on that 2nd and 28 play on the last drive. You got bailed out with 2 holding calls. Quick pass out to the left. Ivory with a good tackle. Offense is just not particularly great. It's going to be a run now to the right side. Durr just finding. This running game has definitely gotten going. That is for sure. Let's see. Gotta think this is going to be a run. Nope, they do pass it here. Davenport now scrambling around. He's got room to go. Ends up getting 6 there before Williams hawks him down. This is going to be a run to the left side, but this time Elijah Kilgo gets into the backfield there. Wraps him up, sets up a 3rd and 8. Try to get pressure. That is a 1st down for South Alabama. Aubrey Purdue. Chris Rogers was all over him. He put a good hit on him, but it does not matter. It'll be a run to Durr, and Olsen breaks to the inside. Durr able to get outside of him, and there was nobody there. This is looking like a really bad situation here for Tulane. Wrap them up in the backfield. You're down 2 scores with. There's no time left. You got to essentially get a turnover like right now. Gets that underneath. Tulane's gonna go ahead and call a timeout here. Got to save a little bit of time. Got to somehow find some explosive plays too. 3rd and 6. It is going to be a run, and he is going to fall forward and get a first down. Tulane is in. Yeah, this is a bad spot. And now they can't seem to get off the field. All of a sudden, they just can't do anything. 4-yard gain there, and they sent the house. So, extra tight end on the field here. That's going to be a carry right into where they blitzed it, and he still is at least able to get a yard. 3rd and 5. They chip Olsen, get it over the middle, and Thomas is going to score, and Tulane is getting run out of their own stadium here in the 2nd game of year 2. Kick is up, and it is good. 12-play, 65-yard drive. Tulane is now down 3 scores with 3 minutes left. Walters on the return. Gets wrapped up. Let's see. And Tulane just find a spark on offense. I mean, that's kind of been the thing here. There's just been nothing like really to like hang your head on. Tries to throw that over the middle. Preston somehow makes a catch and breaks 2 tackles there. Chin drops back and try to loft that up. He's going to end up falling incomplete. Try to just get that pass to Manor. 2nd and 10. They stay empty. Chin drops back. Gets that over to Manor. He takes a lick. Ends up being just a 3-yard gain. Just no explosiveness right now to this offense. Yeah. 3rd and 7. Chin takes the snap and end up just throwing that one away right before he takes the sack. 4th and 7. And you at least extend the drive here. Gonna get this inside to Preston, but he is stopped short. That is going to do the game. Tulane with a 3-touchdown loss here. Just couldn't do anything on offense in this one. This is a big carry wide to Durr. Does get wrapped up. That'll send us to the 2-minute warning. I mean, credit to South Alabama. They came out, played a really good game, did a nice job of just not allowing. I mean, really and truly, other than that, the 2nd touchdown drive, we didn't score a point in the 2nd half. Really got way too pass happy probably in the 2nd half. Thinking back on it now, but like all of a sudden our run defenses just got mauled in the 2nd half. Credit to South Alabama, they made plays. We're really struggling on 3rd down. I think that, I thought there was a chance this would be a transitional year. I didn't really like us being ranked as high as we were. Just with all the new faces, and South Alabama really put one on us today. The Jaguars will get their first win of the season. Tulane suffers their first loss in really dramatic fashion here. I mean, this was a beatdown. Certainly have got to. I don't know. That was a rough game. Durr really got going there in that 2nd half, but you see we got outscored 17-0 in the 2nd half. So they went on a 24-0 run to finish up the game. We were really bad on offense. I mean, 2 of 8 on third downs. We were been really bad on that. We were 0 for 2 on fourth down. They converted 71% of their third downs. I think Chin was fine, 25 of 35. I mean, we can't really push the ball down the field that much. Browning, yeah, I got away really without meaning to be completely honest. Just got way too far away from the run game. Browning may not have gotten a carry in the second half. That which would, of course, obviously be on me. But I mean, we actually had success on the ground. He got his first score. Yeah, not entirely sure. Kind of, I just accidentally went completely away from it. Preston Manor had a touchdown. Myrtle are not getting much from Bueno. Almost worried that he might not be completely as ready as I thought he was. We'll see though if it's see if something we can maybe work around. I got to make sure I'm running the ball more than we just did. Chin did have a nice carry on an option play. Maybe that's something to unlock us. But so far we've been really bad on offense. To be completely honest with you. Jordan and Kilgo lead the way in tackles with Jolly and Ivory behind them. Tackles for loss. Kilgo had 2, had one each from Rogers, Lewis, Ivory, and Ashley Williams. Sacks, she had 1 from Ashley Williams and Kilgo. No interceptions on either side. And for South Alabama, Davenport 19 of 25, 260 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, broke a couple sacks, able to make some plays, but Durr just took over on the ground in the second half. Malone was really good as well. But yeah, Durr had a huge game for them. Trent Thomas dominated us, particularly on third down. Touchdown score for him. Samuel, 75-yard touchdown there at the end of the half. I literally was just answering the text. They snapped it before I was ready and off the cornerback. So, just kind of bad timing. But we'll head cannon it as if the cornerback was looking like at the sideline trying to get a play or something. But that was really kind of the play that kind of got them back going. We had just had the big drive there to end the first half and gotten the lead. And yeah, we could not get off the field on third downs. And they got us off the field. I've got to figure something out on third down. I mean, it's no ifs, ands, or buts. Leaning a little bit more on the running game when we actually were having success certainly would have helped. I don't have a good answer for that. Just kind of just happened. So I will just get quick highlights right quick, and then I will see you guys back at the main menu. And we are now back here at the main menu, obviously, after a really disappointing loss. Let's advance the week. Yeah, playing really bad on third downs is not helping anything, and we had a really bad week there on third downs ourselves. At least recruiting is going well at this point. I would imagine we fell completely out of the top 25, I would guess. And we did. So now we get a tough matchup on the road next here against Kansas State. That'll be the next one. We'll take a look at the season stats so far. Chin has been really good, really accurate, yards per game in a good spot, 3 touchdowns to 1 interception. Did not really put the ball in harm's way there at all. Has been a plus on the ground, even though the stats only show it thanks to sacks. But when I have run it with him, he's been solid. Browning had a better rushing game there, but only gave him 6 carries. That's something I need to pay attention to. Manor, Preston, Browning kind of leading the way. Bueno have not gotten him any big plays at all down the field. Myrtle, I think, is going to become a part of this passing game. I'm debating making him just our starter in general here over Gunter. I need to redo all of our lineup stuff anyway. Jordan leading the way in tackles for us, tackles for loss. See what we got. Sacks. Wiggins had a really quiet game there. Kilgo's the only guy we've had with a sack. So as you look at our third down conversion rate right now, we are only at 24%, which would be the third worst in the American Conference. behind a 1-1, or only ahead of a 1-1 North Texas team and an 0-3 Army team. Now we're 60% on fourth down. Of course, we didn't convert any of those there, but that's kind of the kicker. That's what I have to figure out. I think right now, not having the benefit of the Mario Williams deep ball, I feel like this offense is playing a bit in a box. That's something I got to get creative, got to go back to doing things where I'm getting eye manner of the ball, getting Browning, just running the ball a little bit more, maybe utilizing Chen's legs a little bit more in the option game. Maybe that's something I need to do. But it's something that I'll work on. Unfortunately, we took a big loss today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Did not play very well. But there's always next week. We got a chance to pull off a major upset against a Kansas State Wildcats team that's been really good in this series with a lot of really, really talented players. But yeah, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Check out my Georgia Dynasty. I also have on the channel, and my Atlanta Hawks franchise. We are in the playoffs in that here in year 1. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, peace.